Welcome back to the Matt and Nat Show. I'm Matt.
And I'm Nat.
And we're back for another remote episode. Don't hate us, okay? We're trying to produce for you guys.
Content.
Content. So it's going to be another, I'm assuming, midweek episode. We'll have to consult with our social media director, producer, everything, Brad, to confirm. But I'm pretty sure this will come out on Wednesday. I'm back from my vacation, living my best life, depressed about having to go to work tomorrow, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit. I have lots of things. I was keeping Natalie in touch with some of the things I was doing on vacation, but I was trying really hard not to spill too many details because I'm going to want to talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
So to begin, you need to tell me, what were you up to this week while I was gone?
While you were gone, I was just sitting at home thinking about how much I missed you.
Oh my gosh, stop. Tell me more.
My grandma came home today from the hospital.
Oh, good.
She spent 56 days in the hospital.
Wow.
I think I've talked about it a little bit, but she was really sick and she almost died, but she's back and better than ever.
She's thriving. I was just thinking about her today.
Yeah. On the way home from the hospital, I guess they went to Taco Bell.
Oh, love that for her.
Yeah, and then I got there and Steven picked up Chipotle, so we had Chipotle for dinner.
Double trouble. You guys were really like, Grandma, we're putting you to the test. You just got home. Yep. Let's see how far we can push the boundary. Oh, well, good.
Yeah, she spent 56 days in the hospital.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast time goes by too, because like that, like, I mean, like you said, it was a very serious situation and just felt like time was going by so fast and so slow at the same time. So when you say
I know
56 days, I'm like, wow. But I'm glad she's home.
Yeah, so basically what happened, she went into kidney failure and we knew that was coming. So in March they put in a port for dialysis and she had to go to her kidney doctor every couple weeks to do blood work, and basically it was like at any point she was going to have to go on dialysis. So we were expecting that, but ever since that surgery she just like was declining, and we thought it was just like how it started. She's like, oh, I have a cold, and then she just never really got better. She never got her energy back. And it was like several weeks of that, and she had a kidney appointment. So we thought that when she went to that appointment, they were going to tell her she was on dialysis from that point moving forward. But they're like, oh no, everything's fine based off your numbers. That wasn't the case. We should have like pushed for something else, but it was a long time of her just sitting at home and deteriorating. And I go over there every Tuesday night for dinner, and it just got to the point where I literally had to yell at her, like, you're dying. Yeah. We're not going to sit here and let you die.
Right.
So I took her to the hospital, and she was in there for 56 days.
Oh.
And in the hospital, they had everything figured out for a few days, and then randomly, like, what happened? Like, her heart went out. Like, her heart just stopped from, like, all the pressure on her body.
Yeah.
So they had to resuscitate her, like, 5 times in one day, and then it just happened for like 2 more weeks, and finally they got a pacemaker put in, so that issue's resolved. Anyways, she's home, so I'm happy about that. It was a long road.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad she's home, and hopefully she can just, because she did physical therapy, right, in the hospital and everything too, so.
Yes, so once she got everything sorted out, like medically, she was weak because she was intubated for several days. So she got into the inpatient rehab program. So their top floor, it's just all like rehab. So she got into that, and she was in there for a few weeks, and she had an estimated release date. And then halfway through all of that, she fell, and like she fell, and they had to take her back to ICU, and that was traumatic because I didn't know that happened. It happened in the evening, and I went to visit her in the morning, and you check in at the front desk, and I'm like, hey, I'm here to visit her in room whatever. Oh, she's actually back in room 2 something, and I'm like, 2? Isn't that ICU? And they're like, oh yeah, and I'm like, what? So I run up there, and then they wouldn't even let me back there.
Oh,
it was just a traumatic moment.
Yeah.
anyways, so then after that, she got back into the rehab program. So anyways, she's finally home. So that's crazy.
Good. That was today. You guys brought her home today?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a good update.
Yes. Yeah.
So then your grandpa becomes the new caretaker. The new
Yeah,
nurse.
but I believe so she has to have dialysis 3 times a week. And I believe they're having I don't know if it's a nurse or a caretaker.
Nice.
They're coming over 3 times a week. And then I think she's having rehab at home for a while. So people are coming over to help her.
My grandma had rehab at home. And when she came back from the hospital, yeah, like someone would come and do rehab with her.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. She liked it a lot. I mean, she hated it, but I mean, she'd rather do that than be in the hospital, you know?
Yes.
What else have you been up to?
Not too much. Not too much. But I'm excited to hear about your trip.
Well, you need to tell us about you haven't started that Summer I Turned Pretty because you're doing something else instead with Steven. You need to explain that. And you need to give us an update of how it's going.
Last week I talked about how obsessed I am with off campus. It's only gotten worse, okay? I'm so obsessed with it. It's all I think about. It's all that's on my TikTok. I cannot escape it. It's my favorite thing in the world. And Maddie, I'm sorry, but you have to push through and you have to keep watching it because it's so stinking good. Please do it for me, please.
I will.
What episode are you on?
So we'll take a side quest. So, because we talked about in the podcast, that was last like Tuesday night, and then Wednesday I was packing. So I started it when I was packing. And like Natalie was not lying when she said there's some like just some of the cringe exchanges with the characters. I'm like, oh my, but I mean that's like how the Summer I Turned Pretty is. And then guys, I was texting Natalie Vanessa this too. I like turn it on and Brad's gonna bleep me. Like the first 5 minutes, it's just like and then like 10 or 15 no, like later on the episode, it's like I was like, wow, we're getting really comfortable and casual with each other. Good, everybody. But so I finished that episode, and then I didn't watch any of it on our trip. And then today, actually this morning, I started watching the second episode. And now it's like well, you know, people, if you haven't seen it, now it's like they're doing like their dating thing. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And the whole, anyway, I can't even get into all the details. But I'm gonna watch it, so don't worry. You don't gotta worry about me. I'm gonna watch it.
Guys. It's such a fun story. Because basically, if you don't want to be spoiled, skip ahead.
Get out of here if you don't want to be spoiled.
Get out of here. It's this hockey player and the smart girl, and the smart girl has a crush on this musician, and she's trying to get his attention, but she's too nervous. So her and the hockey player start fake dating, but he ends up falling in love with her, and you just see him soften throughout all of this, and I just love it.
I think he has a tragic backstory, and she has a weird backstory too, and like you just see it all coming together.
Gosh. So yeah, I'm making Steven watch it with me, and I'm making him like we're watching one episode a night, and I'm like, put your phone down, we're gonna focus, babe.
Well, you need to tell me, what are his thoughts so far? What episode is he on?
We're halfway through.
What does he think? I need to know.
Honestly, he hasn't given me much feedback.
You know what you guys should watch, which is a much milder version, but it's the movie To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And that came out like a few years ago on Netflix, and it was based off a book too.
Is that with Joey King and Jacob
No,
Elordi?
no.
What's that one?
That one,
To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Why does that sound so familiar?
Because it was really popular, and it was like one of those things that was like all over TikTok and Instagram. The Joey King movie, I cannot remember what those were, but my mom and I watched those, and we were just like, that's a hard watch.
Is it?
An absolute hard watch. My mom and I had no business watching those movies. Hard watch. But To All the Boys I've Loved Before, it's kind of a very similar story of like their fake dating to try to get like he's trying to get his ex-girlfriend back, and then she's trying to get attention of the boy she has a crush on. And it's very cute. Like it's that same thing, and then they slowly start liking each other. And there's 3 movies on Netflix. Like you should watch it. If you want that little you should watch it.
I will.
But it's so funny.
What?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the soundtrack is so stinking good.
No, it
Okay.
is.
Within the first like 5 minutes, I think, like the very beginning of the episode. Oh my gosh,
When she's dancing and singing?
that is my no. Okay, she sings. I've never heard this song before, and she's singing it, and it is such a good song. It's all I'm thinking about. It's all I'm playing in the car. And then he's like looking at her, like he's in the middle of a hockey game, and he
That's when he
storms
falls
off.
in love.
And he hears this music, so he's following the music, and he finds her, and he's just looking at her through the window, and he has like a smile, and then he goes and wins the game because she like inspired him.
Brad
Like,
watched that part with me, and Brad's like, "Oh, so he's gonna do good at the hockey game now."
oh my gosh, it's so good.
No, and this is so funny, guys, because for years I've been trying to get Natalie to watch or read or get into like any of these like Instagrammy or like trendy like shows or books. Even Vanessa, like we have tried for years to get her into these things, and she's always like, no, no, no. Then she finds one on her own.
No,
And she
Vanessa
Vanessa told you
watch
about
it.
this one, right?
And I'm like, I'm not watching that, Vanessa. And then a week later, I sat down because truly, guys, I'm like, I need community. I need to be part of something. I need to channel my inner fangirl.
Right?
And it's just so fun.
Sometimes you just gotta jump on a bandwagon, and then when it's like all over your Instagram and stuff, you're like, wow, I'm part of this. I'm part of the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep watching. But I just like, I'm like a grandma. I'm like, I can't watch this. Fast forward.
Come on, you can watch it. It's not some crazy show, guys.
No, it is a cute story, and I do like it. But I'm very interested. The next time we actually come over, which I'm assuming will be like later this week to record in person again, I need to talk to Steven and be like, tell me how you really feel.
We should have him on the episode.
After we both finish the season, we need to do a segment. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. But yeah, so I started the second episode. Maybe I'll watch more tonight.
Please.
Maybe I'll get Brad into it.
Please.
Oh, then the four of us can come back together for a reunion episode. But no, I can't wait for you to finish that so you can watch The Summer I Turned Pretty, because that is just, you'll love it.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, back to me. No, I'm just kidding. Certainly back to, my trip. If you guys weren't aware, I was on a trip this week. Oh my gosh, it was so nice.
Yeah.
It was so nice. I think I've already said this like 3 or 4 times. I've never been on the East Coast before. I didn't really know what to expect. I was a little nervous because, when we first talked about it, Brad was kind of crazy. He's like, we should just drive, which that would have been like almost to 2 days of driving. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that, because we drove to Florida before and it wasn't that bad, but this would be a lot farther. So we decided to fly. And then we ultimately decided not to rent a car, which I was really nervous about, because I'm like, ooh, I just don't know how that's going to work. Because everything online said like you could walk here and you could walk there and blah, blah, blah. But I was still a little nervous about it. But truly, it worked out perfect. Like, where we stayed was so cute. It was a little bed and breakfast in a neighborhood, just a residential neighborhood. And the owner was so nice. Like him and his like family like cook they have a couple people who help too, but like they cook breakfast in the morning, and like they serve it to you, and they ask you, and like they have a little menu that you pick out, and they're just like, and they have this they have a dog, and he's like, you don't mind if my dog comes around and blah blah, and I'm just like, wow, this is community. This is the way life is supposed to be lived. Like, it was just so cute, and everyone was so nice. It was like a bunch of old people staying in the bed and breakfast, and it's like Brad and I, and I'm like, yeah, I belong here. This is where I want to be. And it was nice because either direction there's 2 areas of town we went to, and each was like a 15-20 minute walk either direction, and we got to where we wanted to go, which is really nice. And we walked down to the water like every day. It was just so nice, like that aspect. But there's a lot of things. There was a lot going on, which I will get to it. But if you guys, talking about being trendy and whatnot, if you guys are not fans of Rhode and Hailey Bieber, she had a pop-up in Rhode Island, in Newport, where we were staying.
What an odd thing.
And let me
Is
tell
it a
you.
really big, like, place?
No, so where it was, I think I took a picture, which will make it part of the dump. Where it was located was like in the middle, just like it was like in the middle of the downtown area, which was like just a big dock area with all these little restaurants and stores. And then her big like road pop-up building was just like in the middle of everything.
Gosh.
It was
That's
just
so
like
funny.
it was just crazy. But I'll get there because that's a whole story too. But anyway, so that was part of our first night. I just have to dive in. So we get there, we get off the plane, we took our Uber, we got to our bed and breakfast, settled in, blah blah blah. And then we decided to walk into the main town area, get the lay of the land for the next few days, figure out what we want to do, all that good stuff. And we go to dinner at this little like restaurant. I forgot what it was called. Oh, it was called the Black Pearl. And I know Brad and I are like, oh, we're the Black Pearl, which we kept a running list of all the best clam chowder. And that was our first night of eating clam chowder. But so we're sitting there, and the tables are like, all the tables are really close to each other because it was like one side is sharing the booth, and then it's like then the chair in front of you. So everyone's tables are close next to each other, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And there's this older couple next to us, and like they were finishing up their meal as we were getting there, and they were trying to do the check, and the wife was getting mad at her husband because they were doing the check on two different cards or something. Like they had a gift card or something, whatever. So she's like, put 20 something here and the rest on this, blah, blah, blah. And then they were getting to the part where they're trying to figure out the tip, and he was just not getting it. He was just not getting it at all. And she was getting so mad at him. At one point, she's like, Jeff, I just don't understand what you don't get about this. And as soon, I don't know, and as soon as she said that, Brad and I are just like eating, and we're like, oh, and we stopped talking to each other.
I love that.
I'm like,
That's
I want to know what's going on. Yeah. So they're getting to know each other. She gets up and she goes to the bathroom, and then when she comes back, I swear I heard her say, which I cannot hear if my life depended on it. I always mishear things, but she came back and I swear I heard her say that Justin Bieber is here. And I was like, what are you talking about? Okay, because I've talked about this before. I'm a One Direction girly. If I think about them too hard, I will cry. But that doesn't mean that I don't like Justin Bieber or appreciate Justin Bieber. So Brad is trying to talk to me, and I'm just on my phone, like looking up Instagram stories. I'm like, is Justin Bieber in Rhode Island? Like, what is going on? Blah, blah, blah. And then I went to Rhode, Hailey Bieber's makeup, the account for the makeup, and I saw something about she was going to do a pop-up like the next day through the rest of the week. And so and let me tell you, Brad is the chatty one, okay? Brad will talk to anybody and their mother and make a friend. And I can be like that too. But I just like leaned over our table and I was like, excuse me. I'm like, I'm sorry to interrupt you. But did you just say that Justin Bieber? Yeah, I did. That's what I said. I was like, did you just say that Justin Bieber is here? And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to figure this out. All these people are talking about Justin Bieber. And she's like, and I'm texting my daughter. And my daughter is saying something about Hailey Bieber, not Justin Bieber. Who is she? And I was like, girl, this is a really big deal. Yeah. So then I was showing her my Instagram. So her and I are just having a full conversation because I'm showing her my Instagram. I'm showing her the stories about Rhode and the makeup and the pop-up. And I explained to her how Rhode, they just came out with a new line of bronzer and blah, 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 and all this stuff. So then she's texting her daughter, and then she's saying stuff to me, and then I'm showing her Instagram. It's a whole thing. Mm-hmm. And then her husband is just like, wait, so this is all for makeup? And I looked at him, I was like, Jeff, this is a really big deal. His wife was like, yeah, Jeff, you just don't get it.
You were what they needed that night.
It was just so funny. So Brad and I are like, wow, we saved their marriage that night. We saved them an argument. Yeah. We really did. But yeah, so her and I are like, maybe we should go to the pop-up tomorrow. So then as
Ooh.
we're leaving, we're like, maybe we'll see you guys tomorrow. Ha ha ha, just, chatting it up. And so I was excited. I was like, oh, this is really cool because when we were walking down the dock, there was like, it almost looked like construction in the middle of everything. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that's where they're probably putting the pop-up. So Brad and I, we already had plans for the morning, but it said the pop-up was from like 11 to 8 p.m. for the next 3 or 4 days. We're like, oh, we'll just like pop on by because my first initial thought was like, oh my gosh, is Haley gonna be here?
Mhm.
If Haley's gonna be here, I would like to see that happen. And that's when I was texting Natalie and Vanessa. And I was like, okay, guys, she's not gonna be here, but it is gonna be a pop-up. So I am gonna try to go. So anyway, so after that, we went back to our bed and breakfast that night and slept. And then in the morning, because I was looking up Rhode and Haley Bieber, like all my Instagram is just like targeted ads for Rhode. Their story is the first thing that pops up for me. And I see the pop up, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then all the random suggested accounts of the girls who are going to the pop up start popping up for me. And these girls had spent the night at the dock the night before and were waiting in line for hours. Because we had walked because we decided to do mansion tours the next day. And we got to go like tour the Vanderbilt mansion and stuff like that. And that was beautiful. Let me just pause. Pause in my road story. Um, when Brad and I were talking about the podcast, he's like, "Are you gonna make our whole trip about Rhode?" I'm like, "Well, Rhode is a very big part of our trip. So I'm gonna have to talk about it. I'm sorry." But anyway, so break for the mansions. We toured 2 mansions and it was amazing. Like the Gilded Age, all these people who just like came and had so much money. It was just, I don't know, it was amazing. And after we had done our excursion for the day, because we went to a vineyard that day too, and that was nice. So we did a couple things, like the tour of the vineyard. It wasn't all that to say is it wasn't until like the evening till we got back to that downtown area. And the line was so long, even in the evening. It was like the girls had lined up for blocks, like
Ugh.
down the street, and they were all still there. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And we had gone to dinner like near the road pop-up, and these girls had come into the restaurant and they were talking to a server. They're like, we finally got our stuff, blah, blah, blah. And they were all so sunburnt. They're crispy. And so
They're
me
standing
being,
out there.
yes, so
Oh
me
my
being
god.
vacation me, I like, as they were walking past our table, I stopped them and I was like, how long did you guys wait in line? I just want to know. And they waited in line for over 10 hours that day
Oh.
in like the 80-degree heat. And I was like, was it even? And then Brad and I were both like, was it worth it? And they're just like, no, but it was an experience. Cause like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like everything they wanted was sold out.
Ugh.
Because the big thing is she was selling a hoodie and like the makeup bag and all the stuff. Um, and then I had learned that Haley was in Rhode Island because I was following her. She was at the opposite end of where we were staying, though. I was so mad because
Ugh.
she did a brand trip, like a
Oh.
1 or 2 night brand trip, and all like these girls were in Rhode Island, and she took them to the pop up, blah blah, whatever. So then that night, I was on Instagram, and all these people are just complaining about the pop up, saying how they had to wait in line and there's nothing guaranteed and blah 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 and like it wasn't organized well and yada yada yada. So I was like, oh my gosh. So like every day for the rest of our trip, I was just like keeping track of Rhode. Like I was watching the stories, I was watching the videos. Um, but every single day of our trip, the line in the morning when we go down to the dock, the line was just for blocks every single day of the trip. It was insane. Like people had like picnic blankets and camp. It's like they're waiting in line for a concert. And it was just like
Ugh.
I know. I could not believe it.
I
And
want
then
to.
yeah.
I wish I cared about something that much.
Oh, I know. I was like, and the whole time I'm like, wow, I cannot believe these girls are doing that. That's crazy. And we had met a girl who had like spent the night. And then we had done a boat tour, which that was probably our favorite part of our trip.
I've
It
been dying to
was,
hear about that.
oh my God. Well, we took our Dramamine
Nice.
beforehand, and when we got on the boat, they like gave you a mimosa, and I was like, well, I probably should be mixing, but it tasted, but it was
Ah,
very good. But it was so nice, and I felt I could feel the medicine. Like I knew that I had taken medicine. You know what I mean? How you kind of have like that feeling if you take like an extra strong like Advil or Tylenol. You know what I mean? You're like,
what?
yeah. You know, okay,
I,
do you know like if you take medicine and you can kind of like feel the medicine kick in? No?
oh my God, no.
You never felt medicine kick in when you take it?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, well, Brad cut that out.
No.
Well, I took just
Is that a
kidding.
thing?
I mean, I sometimes I feel like, especially if I take like the extra strong, like Advil, like cold and sinus, or like the ones for a fever, I can feel it kick in, and I can kind of like feel like, and on sometimes it does. It might have been because we were drinking and we had it too, that it kind of makes you feel a little bit more. I don't know, like I just felt good. Like I could tell that I had taken something, and I
I
just
feel like
felt
you're
good.
Spider-Man. I feel like I can see it like
I know, right? It was just coursing through
close
my
up with your
veins.
molecules. Yeah.
But no, that was probably one of our favorite parts of the trip was doing the sailboat.
Mm.
Because it yeah, like it was just so nice and you're just out on the ocean. I'm like, wow, this is just it was
The
amazing.
life.
It was life. And then like our captain guy, he came on the intercom because it was like I think two bachelorette groups were on the boat with us and they weren't big, they were smaller groups, but it was just like a lot of women. And he's like, "Okay, how many of you went and got Justin Bieber's wife's brown makeup or something like that?" We're just like, "Okay, you could have just said Hailey Bieber, but that's okay." But he kept saying Justin Bieber's wife brown makeup. It was just hilarious, but that was the best part. We did not get seasick. We did take
Good.
our Dramamine. When we were on the boat at one point, I was telling Brad, I'm like, not that I would want this to happen, but I would just be curious. Like, if I could go back in time and just see, do I actually need the Dramamine
Oh,
or do I not need it? You know,
yeah.
like, do I feel okay because I took something or not? And he was just like, no, not
Yeah.
me. I'm cool. I'm glad just knowing that I don't feel sick right now.
Yeah.
But that was probably my favorite part. In the background of everything we were doing, there was just the road girlies lined up for days.
That's so
And they had finally, I think on day two, they were handing out umbrellas to the girls
cool.
because people were
Okay.
complaining about getting sunburnt. And then, have you ever heard of Nitro Bar?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
Oh my
tried it.
gosh. How was it?
It was so good.
What'd you get?
So as soon as we landed, that was part of how we picked our bed and breakfast because it was a 5-minute walk from where we were staying.
I
That like
forgot that that's where they are.
yeah, so that kind of like decided where we were. I don't know. Brad is the one who booked it, but I think that was a big contributing factor that we were
Yeah.
like 5 minutes from Nitro Bar. And I think it
Yeah.
was the original one because there's the original one in the neighborhood and then there's one like in like by the wharf and the dock. But anyway, so we got off the plane, went to our bed and breakfast, and then we're gonna walk down to the water and we went to Nitro Bar. It was like 4 or 5 o'clock, but we didn't care. We're like, we
What'd you
have to
get?
try it. I got the chocolate malt float latte with the chocolate cold foam. Oh my gosh. It was so good. It was so good. And like the foam, it's literally just like the Instagram videos. Like it's just so thick and creamy. I'm like, how do you guys do that? Like I don't your face. It was so good.
Tears in my eyes. This sounds wonderful.
It was so good. And Brad, he got, I think it was either like a raspberry or like a berry latte. And like the cold foam was like the berry flavor. And that was really good too.
Oh,
It was just, oh. And it was nice because we got to just walk straight in. They had these really cute t-shirts. I almost bought one, but I could not justify. It was like $50 for a t-shirt. Their merch, because they're so popular. But on the front, all it says is like "Mommy needs a drink," and then the back is like their coffee bar logo. I'm like, that is so funny. But it was like $50. I'm like, I can't. And then that was like our first stop. I was like, no,
Yeah.
I can't do it. But delicious. And that was also part, everything goes back to Rhode. And that was part of Rhode too, because they did a collab with Nitro Bar where they're giving out free coffees in line. And it was like caramelized banana coffee because she just did the caramelized banana peptide tint for Justin Bieber for Coachella. And so you see, marketing, she has a really good marketing team. But anyway, after Rhode had posted about Nitro Bar, every day we walked past Nitro Bar, there's a line out the door. Every single day. It didn't matter what time of day after that, there's a line.
Wow.
It was crazy. So we were so glad that, because we had talked about, we're like, should we get coffee as soon as we get there? Should we not? Blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we tried it. And it was really good. We only had it once. The only thing is, it was expensive because it's so popular now.
Yeah.
For 2 lattes, it was $20.
Gosh.
It was insane.
Yeah.
But it's so good. Like they know what they're doing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go stalk their TikTok after this.
No, Maddie Marsh had texted me and she was like, "Did you try Nitro Bar?" I'm like, I didn't realize how big of a thing it was. I did not know that.
No, it's the biggest.
No, it was delicious. And there was another place by where we were staying too, which I think was also a contributing factor. They are famous for their sourdough cinnamon rolls. Oh my gosh, Natalie. I know how you understand a good cinnamon roll, okay? It was so good.
We're on the same level. I get it.
It was so good. We got that one day when we were like walking back, and we were gonna take our little break, like that little like 3 to 4 p.m. break of you're not doing anything, you're just kind of relaxing at the hotel and like not talking to each other. And we're like, let's get a cinnamon roll on our way back. And we ate that, and we got extra drizzle. It was so good.
I love vacation.
I know, right? Like you can just do crazy things. Get a coffee at 5 and a cinnamon roll in the middle of the day. But no, that place is good. And in the afternoons there wasn't a line, but every morning when we walked past, there was a line. But we ate so much good food, and we had so many lobster rolls and bowls of clam chowder, and we just ate so much seafood, and I was like, wow, I love it here. And then we were walking everywhere, so then I didn't, like you don't feel gross after you eat because you're just walking and enjoying. And
what a wonderful thing. That sounds wonderful. My
I know. That's what Brad and I were saying. Like something we've discovered about ourselves is whether we're going on a vacation or a short trip, like Brad and I both just really appreciate food. We take comfort in food, and for us, having a really good meal, like that's the experience. Like I'd rather do that than buy a bunch of souvenirs or whatever.
Yeah.
So every time, like, and that's our thing too. Like every time we go somewhere, we're like, okay, what's the food situation? What is the best restaurant that we could go to? So we just ate so much food, probably spent so much money on food. But you know what? Who cares? It's vacation.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Yes. That's what vacation's about. And oysters. We ate a lot of oysters. How do you feel about oysters? I don't know if I've ever asked you that before.
I don't think I'll ever eat one, but I'm so happy that you like them.
You've never had one before?
No. And I love seafood, but I think that's one thing that I'm like, you know what? I don't want that.
You're like, I'm good. No,
but you love them.
I do.
What do you put on them?
When they give them to you, it's on an ice tray. You always have a lemon wedge, so you always put your lemon on it. And then it's usually Tabasco sauce, a little thing of Tabasco sauce with like, I would say it's kind of like a minced garlic that they put in there. And then they'll give you like a little stick, and you could put the Tabasco sauce on the oyster. And then all you have to do is just like bring it to your mouth, and It slides, it slurps right in there. No, not for you.
Wow, I'm so happy for you. Like that just sounds so good.
Well, I like them raw. Brad is kind of like meh when it comes to oysters. Like he'll eat it, but he doesn't really like it. But one place we went to is an oyster bar, or yeah, they had what's called Oysters Rockefeller, where they actually like cook them. And it has like melted cheese and stuff on it.
Oh, I
And
think I've seen that.
yeah, Brad liked that a lot better.
Wow.
But I'm like, no, I could eat them raw. Well, but after like 3 or 4 in a row, I'm like, okay, it's a little much.
Oh, really?
Well, have you seen those videos? Okay, that girl who will go to like an oyster bar and order like 60 or 70 oysters like for happy
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
I could never do that. That's too many.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like when Amber and I were in Charleston for her like book event, and after everything was done, we went out to eat like at a seafood restaurant, and she tried oysters for the first time. And I can't remember if we got a dozen or half a dozen, I don't know. But we ate so many in a row, and after that, I was like, this feels like too much raw food. Like I don't want any more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just was very self-aware. But lots of lobster rolls, lots of oysters, lots of clam chowder. I kept a list of all the places we went when we inevitably go back. Because Brad and I both said like that could easily be like a honeymoon trip. There was a lot of bachelorette groups that were there, but it was just so good.
Yeah.
And to end it all, I did make it to the Rhode event, everybody. I made it. I think it was Wednesday night after dinner, we had kind of walked by and the line was like very short. But then they had like put the sign up that they weren't going to have any more people come. And then Thursday night, Brad and I had went out to eat, and then we had gone somewhere else to kind of sit on the water, and another girlie walked up with the road bag and sat in front of me. So naturally, I had to talk to her.
Yeah.
And I mean, every time I saw a girl with a road bag, like I kid you not, I stopped and talked to them. I was like, "What did you get? How long did you wait in line?" Because I was just curious.
Yeah.
And I like because it was like where we were sitting like at a high top table, and then there was like lounge chairs in front of us. And I leaned all the way in front of you. And I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey, how long did you wait in line?" But like she knew exactly what I was talking about. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And she had said she'd only had to wait in line for like 30 minutes, and what she wanted was there. No.
I was gonna ask how long.
Yeah, she said she only waited 30 minutes, but she said like they didn't have the hoodies or anything like that, but she didn't care about that. Like she wanted the actual makeup. So she had said that, and that was like a little after 7, like 7:15-ish. So then we raced back after she had told me that. I was like, "Oh, we have to go try." So we raced back, and it was like 7:30 at this point. And the security guard was there. There's a bunch of security guards. And the line was really short, but I was like, oh my gosh, are they going to close it? So then Brad started chatting up the security guard. He chatted him up, and the security guard gave me a wristband. And then Brad like bought him a bottle of water, and they were like friends after that.
Oh my god.
See, this is community, everybody. Community. I know. So then in line, they're giving away scratch card, like these little scratch off cards to see if you could win a free item. And I was like being la la la, and the girl's like, "Oh, I only have one left of these. Like, I think you all have them." I was like, can I have it, please?" And I took it, and then I won. I don't have it on my phone right now, but I won a free Snap-on case for the lip gloss.
Gosh, I want one of those so bad.
I was like,
so cool. I'm like, so jealous.
I was like, I'm an it girl now.
Man, good for you, man.
I was like,
so
I'm an
happy
it
for you.
girl. So then
She's
when
young
I
and
saw,
hip, everybody.
I know. I was like, I am so cool. So if naturally I'm like, I have to buy a tint because now I'm gonna have the Snap-on case, obviously. And then I had to buy a bronzer because that's the whole point. I mean, are you kidding me?
I'm not waiting here for nothing.
Yeah. But I only had to wait like 15 minutes. It was not bad at all. But let me tell you, when I was in line and like all the people are walking around looking, they're like, what is that? What's going on? I'm just like, I have my wristband, so you guys are losers.
All week you were those people, and then the second you get in, you're like,
You're like, I want a free Snap-on case in case you're
Did
wondering.
you see this case?
So that was just a lot of fun. I was like, wow, I understand the hype of just, the thrill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was, yeah, so that was fun. So Rhode did take over our trip a little bit, but it made it fun. Like, it's just a good memory. And then our last like full day, we went to the beach, and it was so great.
Nice.
I'm a lizard. I could just be there all day. Like, it was like hour, like 2 or 3 of being there. And Brad's just like sweating. And he's like, so, like, how much longer are we going to stay here? But it was fun. There's lots of good waves. And Brad kept like jumping into the waves. And at one point, he was just like, are you recording me? Are you catching this?
Are you catching this?
Are you catching this? But no. So, very good trip. I could talk about it forever.
I'm so happy for you. That sounds like such a great time.
Take me back, man. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Oh my
Take
God.
me back.
Post more pictures. I need to see more.
I know. I'm going to. I'm actually really proud of myself because I'm always terrible at like posting or taking pictures. I took our little paper shoot camera with us, and we're actually gonna, hopefully tonight, we're gonna go through the pictures and I'm gonna make a post.
Nice.
Everybody, I'm making my comeback. I'm gonna come back to Instagram. I have to. I've taken a really long break. I haven't posted. I think the last time I posted was Brad's birthday, and all my stories are like either Brad or about food. I'm like, I need to make a comeback. I need to get back on the grind.
Gosh, everybody should. You know what? Let's make Instagram fun and casual again.
I agree. Can we talk about that?
Campaign. Yeah, no, let's address it. Because what the heck? Why are we doing photo shoots for every single post?
Yeah. Even though, like, high school, getting dressed up, take photos, that was kind of fun. It's
fun, no doubt about it. But add things in between.
That's true. That's why I do love Instagram stories. Like, I think Instagram stories are a lot of fun. Because that feels casual. But I'm like, we should actually be posting. Like, let's post on our actual feed.
Yes.
Because I rarely post. But I thought about this week. I'm like, I need to make a comeback.
Yeah. Let's make a comeback, guys. Here's my challenge to everybody listening. Post 2 Instagram posts this week. And let
2 posts?
Yeah.
That's pretty dangerous. Wait, I'm scared. Actually, I don't know.
No, you have to. Come on.
I'm like, what can I post?
Mandy, you just got back from vacation. You have more than anything. What? You have
what?
You have more options than anybody here listening.
It's just a Photoshop picture of me with Haley.
It's AI.
Met Haley this week. No, it was funny. Like, all the little businesses in Newport were doing like AI photos of Haley. They're like, Haley went to mini golf today. She's in town. But no, she was the talk of the town. Like, everywhere I went, I like cashiers, tour person. I'm like, Brad and I would be like, what about that Rhode pop up? All that brown makeup, like, just to see what people would say. It was so funny. But no, it was good. It's gonna be my personality for the next several weeks. So
please, I love.
No, the big thing that surprised me is Nitro Bar. I did not realize that was such a big thing.
Every time they release a new drink, they do like a giveaway on TikTok, and I want to win one so bad. It's like a starter kit, like how to make the drink at home.
Oh, really? I'm gonna follow them on Instagram. I don't even know if I got a good picture of my coffee. I didn't even realize what a big deal it was.
Hey, missed opportunity.
I know. I gotta get back on my grind. Oh, it was the black raspberry chocolate chip. That's what he had. Well, you know what? Let me give a quick shout out to some other coffee in Newport, because Nitro Bar, it really does try to outshine everybody else. For all of our national listeners who are gonna go to Newport after my review and just like are gonna be like, wow, Maddie's Guide to Newport. She was there for 3 days. She knows exactly what she's talking about.
All she talks about is the Rhode pop-up.
Yeah. She didn't talk about anything else about her trip. First she was making fun of them, and then she joined them.
She was them.
Yeah. Drift Coffee, which was in downtown Newport. That was really good. Brad had a banana bread latte, which was really good, which Refuge I think is doing banana bread right now too. Yeah. And then I had a mango matcha, which I don't know, it was mango puree with the matcha. Yeah. Oh, it was like the best. And the matcha was like a good green. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not too dark, not too light. It was the right color green.
Gosh, matcha's so good, guys.
That was one of my favorites. And then Streamline Coffee is also right there on the dock in Newport. It was actually it was probably the closest coffee to the actual Rhode pop-up. I had a pistachio latte from there. Nice. And it was so good. And Brad had a seafoam espresso, and it looked so cute. Oh, it was just delicious. Yum. So there's like we had coffee. We got coffee like every day. That was like our in between like afternoon little treat is we all had to get a coffee. And honestly, there is not one thing I had on the trip that I did not enjoy. Like even coffee. Like if you don't get to go to Nitro Bar, like you're gonna be okay. There's just so many other coffee places, but
you have a full list of coffee places and restaurants that you went to?
Yeah, everywhere we went to, I made a list. I made a rating.
You have to post that.
Yeah, I put what I had, and then I did like a rating out of 10.
Maddie, that's boots on the ground journalism. You actually have to post that. Yeah. No, you have coffee. Make that highlight on Instagram.
Oh, I should.
Yeah.
Oh, Brad, add it to the list.
No, I'm saying your Instagram.
Oh, my Instagram. Oh, yeah, I'm bringing Instagram back. Remember, everybody?
Oh, my
God. Oh, yeah. No, that's a good idea. Anyway, now it's back to my boring life.
I hate my life.
I did. I have it right here, so I'll show you. I got another snake plant today. So, guys, we'll have to end this episode soon because I feel like I've been talking forever. But sad update, my flowers did not do well on the storms this week.
Daddy, no.
I know. And I feel bad because we had asked my dad to take care of my plants while I was gone. And he was very excited to have that duty. And they just did not survive the storm.
What did you do to them?
Well, because of the bad storm we had. Was that Wednesday or Thursday? Yeah. So, like, my planters just flooded over. And everything just got way too, like, overwatered.
No way.
So, I still have one planter with marigolds, and those are thriving. They're doing really good. And then the marigolds and the other two planters with the mixed flowers are doing good, but everything else is pretty much just like rotted, like the roots rotted from too much water. But my cherry tomato plant is thriving. I have a ton of cherry tomatoes and I need to use them. They're all ripe and they're biggins.
Those are huge.
Yeah. So I'll bring you some cherry tomatoes. I usually cut them, to be honest with you. I'll cut them in half and put them in a salad. But I have a ton of them. Do you like cherry tomatoes?
I don't know. I'm a tomato girl now.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I forced myself to be. But I haven't ventured to cherry tomatoes.
I love cherry tomatoes. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but sometimes just eating a cherry tomato, it is a lot. Because it's just, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a lot, but they're good. I'll bring you some.
Yeah, no, I'd like that.
But yeah, guys, that's my Rhode Island review. I talked a lot about Rhode. I'm sorry, but, I am a 20-something living my best life. Like, how could I not talk about it?
You can't blame us. I'm just, Tell me about the bronzer. Did you like it?
I did. So it's very creamy.
I love that.
I got the shade Sunbed, And I think it's like because it goes from light, medium to dark, and then within the light there's 2 or 3 shades, within the medium there's 2 or 3 shades, and with the dark. So I think it's the first shade in the medium category, if I remember. And it's so nice. Like even my brush that I have the Makeup by Mario dual-ended powder slash cream brush. And it blends so well with my brush, and it's very
Is this
buildable.
it?
Yeah, yes, that's the bronzer.
Oh my God. This is literally making me want to order it.
You should. Um,
God.
but I got it in Sunbed. I really like it. I think what I really like and what I've seen in the reviews is that um it's not orangey. Like it's an actual bronzer where like these are brown shades. It's not just different shades of orange. And
Yeah.
that's what I really like because I was using the Bare Minerals powder bronzer. And I love that bronzer. But after comparing like using the Rhode one to the Bare Minerals, I could tell the Bare Minerals one is just an orange. And this is like an actual brown. You know what I mean?
Gosh, she should send you some for free because you're really selling it right now.
Haley, if you're listening to this, I would really like a PR box. I stuck up for you. I didn't make fun of you, and I
She
bought your
waited.
products.
She waited for you.
I got in
She
line.
invested in the company.
Brad bought one of your security guards a water bottle.
He's literally
Um,
taking care of things.
yeah. And actually, the next day after that, we were walking past in the morning, and the line was long, and there was like a fight because some girls got accused of cutting or whatever, and like one of the security guards like really had to diffuse the situation. He was like yelling. So Brad went and talked. So Brad, we went and got coffee, and then while I was waiting for the coffee, Brad was so curious, he went and talked to him. After
Hey man, what happened?
No, literally, Brad went and got that guy a bottle of water. It was like I just listen,
This
guys.
is so funny.
Brad talks to everybody. Okay, Brad will look at somebody's shopping cart at Aldi and be like, "Wow, have you tried that? Is that good?" Like Brad will talk to anybody. So he went up to the security guard. He's like, I really appreciate how you that diffused that situation." And
What
I
a
was just,
schmoozer.
I know. But anyway, Haley, we just really appreciate you. So you should really help us out.
Yeah. And I'll
Um,
take one too. Just
yeah.
for being associated.
Natalie would like a PR box as well.
I'd like to jump on that
Yeah.
bandwagon.
No, you should order it though.
Okay.
I gotta tell Vanessa my full review too because she was
Yeah.
wondering. Because you know Vanessa, she'll do an order for the girlies. Don't you worry.
She'll order, yeah.
Yeah. And then I already like the tints. I never had one before. I do think the Edam is my favorite like lip gloss just because the applicator, you cannot beat the applicator on the
No.
Edam. It's literally the best. Like if Rhode did the silver, like that silver hard tip, like the Edam, then it would probably be my favorite. But ugh, so good.
You're not faithful.
I am a lover of all makeup brands. You know, and I did feel kind of guilty buying Rhode because I am a rare beauty girl at heart as well.
Oh, Maddie,
Gotta
you're really
gotta
not
gotta
faithful.
keep out for gotta keep an eye out for Selena. Like I love Selena. Um, but the Rhode, like I saw an Instagram reel and it was like there's just the Rhode marketers just know what they're doing
No, they
because
really don't.
they just know what they're doing. Like
Gosh.
I fall for it. I
Yeah.
really do.
No, I bet it's the same people that do the Kardashian stuff.
Oh, it's just you fall for it. You really
They
do.
do. Yeah.
But anyway, I have to say this story real quick. The airplane ride on the way home. So I told you how we got delayed half an hour. And so everyone, you know, as soon as you hear you're a delay and you have to sit on the plane for the delay, because we were already all boarded. And then he's like, it could be half an hour, it could be longer. Anyway, gotta go. Like everyone starts to get antsy. And there's a lady behind me who Brad and I had saw her at her gate and we already knew like she was gonna have a rough time. She was traveling by herself with an 8-month-old and an almost 2-year old by herself. And so Brad and I ended up not sitting next to each other on our flight back home. He was a couple rows behind me, but the lady was directly behind me with her kids. and like she was just having a rough time. She was trying to get the toddler to take a melatonin. He didn't want to take a melatonin. It was a whole thing. Her baby's crying. So the lady who's sitting next to me, she like turns around. She's like, "Do you want me to hold the baby?" She's like, "We could entertain her." So then lady next to me takes the baby, and like we're like playing with the baby, like distracting her. She's trying to wrestle her 2-year-old to take a melatonin, who's never taken a melatonin before, and we're just like, girl, I don't know if it's a good idea to give him a melatonin for the very first time on a flight that's delayed, whatever. And she like, and the mom, she just is like talking normal to him. She's like, "This is the worst. This is your bedtime." Like she's just talking to him like a grown adult. Like it was just so funny. But anyway, we get through the flight. The lady next to me ends up like holding the baby for most of the flight and like gets the baby to go to bed. It was great.
Good for that mom, though.
I know. I was
Yeah.
like, because like and then the mom, there's a guy sitting in that third seat of the row, which, first of all, a guy could never turn to a mom who needs help and is like, "I'll help you. I'll hold your baby." You know what I
Oh,
mean? He
yeah.
would never. But anyway, the guy in the row, like, I don't know if he was asleep or whatever, but she was just like, "I'm not gonna bother him. I'm not gonna tap his shoulder." So she like is holding the toddler like I don't know, almost like over her head, like sideways, and then she's like basically straddling this guy, trying to walk over him. And then at this point, and the toddler is just like basically just like upside down in her arms. So then that's like was facing Brad's row. So then like Brad and the girl next to him like jumped up and took the toddler from her so that she could climb over the guy. Like this woman, you could tell she was just tired. Like she was just a hot mess. Like she had no idea what she was doing. And then like the lady next to me has the baby and she comes over and she's like, "Oh, is she asleep?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, she's sleeping." The mom was just like, "Oh, great." And then she just sat back down.
Oh my gosh.
She is like, Mama needs a break. Like, she was very comfortable. And then it turns out she had another connecting flight after that one. That was already like an 8:45 flight, and then she had to take another flight to like New Mexico that night.
Wow.
And she's like, "I don't know why I thought this was a good idea to do night flights. I'll never do this again. We're coming back in a couple weeks anyway." I was like, "What?"
Gosh, I'd pay to know what she's up to.
Well, she goes and visits her mom in Rhode Island, and then she flies back to New Mexico. And she's like, "Daddy couldn't come because he's working, and he can't come in a couple weeks. It's gonna be me again." I'm like, "Girl,
Oh my goodness.
pay for your mom to go to New Mexico. Like, what in the world?" It was crazy. But and when we landed, there's a bunch of people who had connecting flights to like New Mexico, Texas, all this Texas, Tennessee, whatever. So everyone's antsy, and like a guy in the back, he's behind Brad and I. He already yells. He's like, "Hey guys, like, a few of us back here have a connecting flight. Like, if we could just, move this along." Then everyone's yelling back, like, "We all have connecting flights. We're all trying to get off the plane, blah, blah, blah." So, like, that's how we all know it's not gonna go well. And then, like, another, like, 5 or 10 minutes goes by, and there's this guy across the aisle from me. He was with his small daughter. She was like, I don't know, 7 or 8. She was not big. She was like a little girl. And his daughter was in the aisle, dad is in the middle, and then a random person at the end. And the random person at the end starts yelling at the dad. And it was like, "I need to get out. I need to get out of here. I have a connecting flight. I have a connecting flight. I need to get out." And the dad is just like, the aisle's full. He's like, and we're in the back of the plane. And he just turns and be like, "I'm not moving. I'm not moving. There's nowhere for me to go. I'm not moving." And the guy's just like, "I need to get out. I need to leave." And he's like, "I told you there's nowhere for me to go. I'm not moving." And then as soon as like the aisle started to move a little bit, he like pushes the dad out of the way, like basically pushes his daughter, goes to the overhead bin, like swings his carry-on out, almost hits the guy's daughter in the head, like, and then he just bum rushes everybody else.
What in the world?
And then we get off the plane and all the Southwest flights are delayed. Because I mean, if one Southwest flight is delayed, then all of them are. So I'm like, this guy didn't even. He's still at the
Can you
gate.
imagine looking at the people you just you're stuck with the people you were just a jerk to.
I was like, we got off the plane and everyone was still at their gate. I'm like, none of the other Southwest flights had taken off because they're all waiting for all the other people to get off their flight. That's how we were like, wow, we know we're home. We're back in the Midwest. People are yelling at each other.
Chicago.
But those are my adventures of the week, everybody.
Gosh, I love that. The masses are gonna be so entertained hearing all the stories.
Yeah, they better be. I gave them my best material. I was holding it all up here. I was like, I cannot forget this.
I feel like I was just there. That's incredible.
Don't you feel like you were there with us?
My computer's about to die.
Oh, all right. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed my Newport recap, how I met Hailey Bieber. You know, we'll see if we'll get a PR package out of this. We'll tag her. We'll keep you posted.
Unboxing, guys.
But anyway, I hope everyone has a good week. We'll get back to our regular scheduled programming, hopefully this next week. Do you have anything that you want to say? Okay, bye!
Bye! Brad, call this episode All Roads Lead Back to Rhode.
Ooh.
Will he hear that? Will he listen?
Yeah, he listens. Yeah, he listens. He has to. He has to make sure we don't say anything. He just cuts out what he doesn't want to hear. Guys, Brad censors us. So if you're ever worried about something.
Gosh, what a man.
I know.
Censoring women.
That's crazy.